The friend zone, a terrible place of emotional turmoil and suffering for the men who have found themselves fallen into its grasp. Maybe you guys can relate to this experience. The experience of being attracted to a girl in your friend group, a girl in class, a coworker, etc. And it starts just as a friendly platonic relationship. As time goes on, you become more and more obsessed with her. You're thinking about her almost every second of the day. You start imagining a future with her. And by the end, you've fallen fully in love with this woman. Eventually, you muster up the courage to tell her your true feelings, but then you are met with the crushing blow. I don't see you that way. I don't want to ruin the friendship we have. I'm not ready for a relationship, is what you hear in return. Your entire world crumbles. This whole future you had envisioned with your head with her, shattered. You think to yourself, but we always had such a great time together. Laughing, teasing each other, spending so much time talking, even a little bit of flirting. What happened? What did you do? What did you do wrong? What do you do? Well, my friend, in this video, I will tell you exactly what to do to get yourself out of the friend zone. In this video, I'm going to lay out a step-by-step plan that you can follow that will guarantee that you will get out of the friend zone if you follow it precisely. In the end, I will explain to you exactly why you fell into the friend zone so you know how to ensure that this never happens to you again. So this is going to be a 5-step process. Please listen and take in what I'm saying very carefully, guys. Please accept these truths. Even if it may be uncomfortable, I promise you this will work if you implement it properly. Step number 1, you need to de-pedestalize her. You need to do this immediately after she rejects you, no matter how hard it may be. And I'm going to give you some mental things that you can think about and realize that will make it easier to do this process. What does de-pedestalize mean? It means to take her off this pedestal that you put her on of obsession and romanticizing and imagining this future with her, that she's your one special girl and going to be your wife and you're going to have a family, etc. You have her up on this pedestal of your one special girl that's going to be in love with you and be this great addition to your life. You need to take her off because she does not want that with you. So you keeping her there is only going to prevent you from completing the rest of this process. I understand this is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for you to go through this heartbreak of realizing that she does not feel the same way about you when you thought she did, and go from being obsessed with her every day to try not to think about her at all. It's going to be very difficult. Here are some things you can do and some things that you need to realize that will help you take her off this fantasy pedestal that you have put her on. First thing you need to understand is that from the beginning, she knew your feelings. You confessing your feelings to her was not any surprise to her. She's known the whole time that you had these feelings, and all the little playfulness and flirting that she was doing with you was purposefully leading you on because she loved the validation and attention that you were giving her, knowing that you desired her. This boosted her ego and made her feel good about herself and beautiful and desirable as a woman. Therefore, she let you experience this, right? Sometimes she played into it, knowingly flirting with you so that you would view her in that way and get attached to her and desire her, so that you would validate her through showing your interest and make her feel better about herself. Understand that she put up a facade of any romanticness that she put on with you because she just wanted your attention. She didn't want anything actually romantic. Everything that you wanted, that future you built up with her in your head, those feelings of love that you felt for her, she did not feel for you from the beginning, but she knew that you felt those things towards her. So understand this relationship you had with her that you thought was romantic was actually fake, and she knew it was fake. It's okay to get a little bit mad here, guys. However, I want to make it very clear that you should not get mad at her. Even though you might feel these feelings, these are not valid. It's not her fault. She's acting on her biology. What her biology is that she receives intense dopamine spikes from men showing their interest in her. even if it's men that she is not interested in romantically, she still gets dopamine hits from men who are not, again, who she's not interested in, showing interest to her. Why is this the case? All of this dopamine comes down to our survival and reproduction. This is ancient evolutionary psychology that has been ingrained in us. For women, the reason that they love male attention, including non-sexual male attention, is because if there were males who were interested in her and wanted to do things with her and really liked her and loved her, even if she didn't love her, even if she did not love them back, that is going to be better for her survival, because when times come where maybe her life is threatened, maybe an animal is attacking her, or she is in need of food and stuff like that, she's hungry, these type of men will, in order to try to win her favor, give her food, protect her, help her survival. The reason that us men don't really get as much a dopamine hit from getting platonic interaction with women who are not interested in us sexually, so women just using us, as friends, or going on a date with a girl who is interested in you, doesn't sound as like fun to us, is because we didn't need women to survive. We didn't need women to protect us or provide us with resources. So her feelings towards us outside of sex didn't really matter. That's why the main things that we get dopamine from in terms of our interactions with women is going to be interactions that are leading to sex. A woman being reciprocal to your setting up a date. On the date, her genuinely being flirty with you, her showing you choosing signals, and then actually having sex with her is what gives us dopamine. Women get that as well from men who they are interested in sexually, but even men who they are not interested in sexually, they still biologically love your attention and validation. Their brains reward them for getting that. So do not blame her. She's just following her biology. Blame yourself for not understanding this, and understand that you need to instill and do the rest of these steps in order to get out of this friend zone that you found yourself in. Another thing you need to realize that will help you take her off this pedestal in your mind is that you need to understand that the exact way that you are thinking about her and that you're obsessed with her and imagining this future with her and couldn't stop thinking about her and were so in love with her, she feels that exact same way towards another guy who she's talking to one specific guy who she has decided is her hypergamous best option, who is the best option out of all the guys she's talking to, and she cannot stop thinking about him. She's fantasizing about him. She wants a future with him. She desperately wants to sleep with him, and she feels none of those things for you. She knows you feel that for her, but she's viewing you from up here like, aw, cute, like he wants me. That makes me feel good about myself. Like I like talking to him too and kind of playfully flirting with him just because I know he likes me. Like he's my little puppy. I literally seen women say this, guys, that men who they're not attracted to, who they don't are attracted to them, or constantly give them attention and validation, are like literal puppies, pets. That's what they say. Again, do not blame women for this. We take accountability here. It is up to us to not put ourselves in the position of being her puppy, being in the friend zone, being a source of free validation and attention when she does not view you as a romantic option. What you also need to understand is that by rejecting you, she does not view you as a real masculine man. She does not respect you as a masculine man. Her, as a feminine woman, if she viewed you as a masculine man, she would be attracted to you. She would feel some polarity, some sexual attraction, but she doesn't. She just views you as a friend, non-sexual being. And by rejecting you, here's the key that you guys need to internalize. This is the one that I really hope that helps you guys get her off this pedestal, because it's so important that you get her off this pedestal in order to complete the rest of the steps of this plan and get out of the friend zone. Listen to me when I say this. She hopes that her future sons are not like you. Let me say that again. She prays and hopes that her future sons are not like you, my friend. What do I mean by that? Women care biologically about the reproductive success of her children. That is why she's attracted to men who are reproductively successful. That's why she's attracted to guys. That's why girls all kind of like the same guys. Because when they see a guy who's successful reproductively, that is the most attractive thing to them. Because what it means is that if they have kids with that man, their sons are most likely to be reproductively successful too and continue to pass on her bloodline. By rejecting you, what she is saying is that she does not want to pass on your DNA to her sons because deep down, even if she's not consciously thinking this, her biology is telling her that if she has kids with you, her sons will not be reproductively successful. They will also be friend zoned by women they are interested in. Think about that, guys. This girl, what you pedestalize as your future queen, mother of your children, you're obsessed and in love with, couldn't stop thinking about every single day, fantasizing about your future together. She really hopes that her sons are not like you. I know that is brutal to hear and to realize. And you may, if you don't understand female psychology, you may be resistant and be clicking off this video, maybe hating me that I'm saying this. Maybe argue, no, she doesn't think that. Because there's traits about me that she likes. She just doesn't want to date me, but she likes a lot of things about me. That's fine. As a friend, she doesn't want her son to be friend zone. She wants all the girls to love her son. She wants her son to be a ladies' man. That's not you. If you were, you wouldn't be in the friend zone. So, accept these truths and use this realization to snap you back in reality and understand that you owe her nothing. You owe her nothing. On to step 2. Step 2 of getting out of the friend zone is to fully accept and realize that this is 100% your fault. I went over this a little bit in the last one, but this is so important that it also has to be its own step. Do not blame her for this. This is not her fault. You made mistakes along your life that led you to this point. If you had been acting properly from the beginning of your life, done the exact right decision at every single point of your life, she would likely be into you. She would likely want to date you. You wouldn't be in the friend zone. Blaming her does absolutely nothing. Women are what they are. You can sulk and get mad about it and blame them and complain about it. It's just cringy. It's whiny. It's weak. As men, we're in this situation. Whatever situation we're in, we have to adapt and do the best we can given our circumstances. These are the circumstances. These are the truths that I'm laying out for you. You have to understand that it is 100% up to you to navigate them to the best of your ability to get the results that you desire. Understand, you are not good enough for her. Your SMV is not high enough. She thinks that she can do better than you. So what you must not do is not cope. Don't tell herself her loss, because it's not her loss. She doesn't view it as a loss that she rejected you. She doesn't care about you in that way. She doesn't care about being romantic with you. She's thinking about the other guy who she's actually interested in. She views herself as higher SMV than herself. And so do you. That's why you romanticized her and are obsessed with her and pedestalized her so much in your head. And that's why you're the one who asked her out. She didn't ask you out. You asked her out. So don't cope. It's not her loss right now. Now, maybe in the future, if you keep following the rest of these steps in this plan, but we're not there yet. All right. We're still just after the rejection. The first thing we've done is depedestalize her in our mind right away. Now we're at part 2. Accept that it's your fault and it's up to you to change it. Now, on to step 3. You must distance yourself from her, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is a tough one for guys who do not fully understand female nature and psychology to grasp. You might think, okay, she rejected me. I just need to try harder to prove my my dedication and my loyalty and how much fun time we have talking together and how much I can make her laugh. I need to try harder, do it more. That's the opposite of what you need to do. Logically, to you, that's what makes sense with your baseline understanding of female nature. You don't understand the true science of it yet. But what you need to understand is that women view the world through their emotions. They don't view it logically the same way you do. There is no way to negotiate attraction. If you keep trying and pleading and doing everything the same and try harder to be her friend and make her laugh and talk to her and give her much of attention and time, this will make her respect you even less. Because now, even though she knew the whole time you liked her, now you officially put it out in the open. So you both know on the table how you actually feel about her. And yet still, you're still giving her free validation and attention when you both know what you really want is something deeper. She's not going to respect you because you're not a man who goes after what he wants. You got rejected and are just like, okay, like, well, I'm still going to keep trying just in case. What you need to do is distance yourself. You need to stop giving her the same type of attention that you were giving her before. You need to stop talking to her as much. You need to stop purposely going to the places that you knew that she would be at. You need to completely stop initiating text with her or any communication via social media. You need to stop initiating it. Don't unfollow her. Don't block her. Don't ignore her. That's important. If you ignore her, you're showing signs that you're salty. This means that you're butthurt and that you are greatly affected by her rejection. You had her on such high of a pedestal that her rejection has crushed you. But you need to show that her rejection had no effect on you. Even though it did, that's okay. It's okay that it had an effect on you. But you cannot show that to her. What that's going to do is going to validate her ego even more. It's going to validate that she's so desirable. Ooh, my rejection crushed him so bad. Dang, he wanted me so bad. What's better is that you're indifferent. You don't care. So, like I said, do not initiate any contact with her. But if she initiates contact with you, whether it be a coworker and she says something to you, or she texts you something, or sends you something, just respond simply and cordially. Neutrally and cordially. Don't ask her questions back. Never try to keep the conversation going. Just respond to what she's telling you and leave it at that. If she says, I'm going to the show tomorrow with my friend, I'm so excited, you say, sounds like a good time. Don't say, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Who are you seeing? Where's the venue? Don't continue conversations. But don't show her you're butthurt. I hope this is clear. It makes sense how we need to handle our attention when we give it to her. If she tries to make a big deal out of this, because she will notice it, women are very receptive to this, they will notice that you are no longer giving her the same attention and validation that you were. If she tries to bring it up or make a big deal out of this, you must just be neutral, like amused and dismissive. Like you don't even know what she's talking about. She's overreacting. Everything's fine. You're fine. You're just busy with stuff. If it's a coworker, you're focused on working. Like, don't make a big deal out of it. You're busy with other things in your life. If she's someone from outside of work or school, so you're not texting her as much. You're not hanging out with her. You're busy with other things. This is what you need to communicate. Never be negative or emotional. If she makes a big deal out of this, which she might, because it is going to hurt her ego that you are no longer giving her all this attention. She's losing a source of validation, literally losing a source of dopamine, of feel-good chemicals in her brain when you pull back like this. So, like I said, never be negative, never be rude, just be stoic, positive, and cordially friendly. Never initiating conversation, never initiating talk, never hanging out with her like you would before. You're focused on yourself. But do not show that you're butthurt whatsoever. Just respond to her like you would a girl that you don't care about at all, but you're, just friendly with, or a coworker, a girl that you have zero interest in whatsoever. Treat her like that. Step 3 goes along at the same time with step number 4, which is going to be most important, and that is you must have a transformation. The current version of you is not attractive to her and never will be, as shown by her rejection. She rejects the current version of you. However, we are men. There are many things that we can do to transform ourselves in ways that make us more confident, more attractive, more capable in all areas of life. And you must transform in every way that is possible. The best way to transform is, without a doubt, the evolved method. If I explained to you how to transform in this video would be 4 hours. So I'm not going to do that. Luckily, we have a 4-hour masterclass on the evolved method on this channel that will outline to you every way that you can transform in the 4 pillars: physically, mentally, intimately, and spiritually. There's timestamps in the video. You can go to the areas that you are interested in. I highly suggest you watch that. That is all I'm going to say about this step 4 of transformation in this video, because like I said, it'd be way too long for me to explain everything in this video. This is another reason though that you need to do step 3, which is create distance, because what she needs to see is you withdraw your attention, and then when she sees you again after your transformation, when you're the evolved version of yourself, you are a completely different guy, to the point where she has to now reanalyze, is this a guy who is, I'm going to put in the friend zone or the lover zone? You have to transform to the point where she has to reevaluate you, because you are now a different man. So let's fast forward to the end of your transformation. Depending on where your starting point is, if you're obese and never done any self-improvement in your life, this is going to take a lot longer than a guy who has already kind of been on his stuff, been in the gym a little bit, decent physique, but just needs to maximize the other areas of life outside of just the gym, because the gym is not enough, guys. Like I said, watch the Evolved Method Masterclass in the description. It could take a varying amount of time depending on where you're at. It could take you, typically I think most guys, no matter where you're starting from, could have this full transformation within 2 years. If you're starting a decent place, 1 year. Some guys I've even seen done in 6 months. They go from a complete bum, no interest in girls, to like dating their gym crush in 6 months, is what I've seen. So you can do this in 6 months, but like I said, what's more likely to happen is that you'll get along the way, before you get attention from her, you'll get attention from other women. And this goes right into step number 5, is that you must display a life of abundance. And when I say abundance, I mean that you have an abundance of options of other women who are interested in you and attracted to you romantically. This is the number one most important thing that will trigger attraction in women, is seeing that other women are attracted to you. That is by far the most important thing when it comes to female attraction, by way more than anything else. Physique, money, status, looks, nothing comes close to other women having genuine burning desire for you sexually. I'll make another video on this, guys. You just need to accept this as a truth. Basically, what it comes down to is that if other women are finding you sexually attractive, other women who are at least at her SMV or higher, sexual market value or higher, so like basically as beautiful as her or more, find you attractive and want to date you, there must be something about you that is valuable. You are a reproductive success, and likely if she dates you and ends up reproducing with you, which is like the whole basis of our dating instincts, that her son will also be reproductive success and a woman into him. That's why this is the most important thing. So how do we do this? Is we must actively start dating other women. Now, from where you're at right now, if you're just at step 1, you just got rejected and you looked up how to get out of the friend zone video, it's going to take some time, guys. Like I said, you have to have a transformation. It's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, I know you guys wanted a get rich quick type scheme with getting out of the friend zone. That does not exist. She already put you in the friend zone. Nothing you say or do will get you out of it. You must follow these steps. However, if you follow them, like I said, there's a very high chance that you will get out of it. So what we need to do now is display a life of abundance. Start actively dating other girls. We also need to be publicly social about this. So if she follows you on social media, be social. Post pictures of you at social events, at a bar, at some co-ed sports league with other girls. looking confident, feeling good. If you're on a date with a girl, be mysterious about it. If you're on a coffee shop date, or you're at a party or at a club or wherever, post a pic of you and like the girl's arm. All right, the girl's arm on the table. Something to show that you have women that you are currently dating who are interested in you. She will notice this. She will be keeping tabs on you the whole time throughout this process. As you are transforming, she will kind of be noticing it because she'll notice that you're not giving her the same attention. So like, why is he not doing this? All right. After step 3. Step 4, she'll see you transforming. But it's you actually dating other women that will confirm to her that you have fully transformed and you are now someone she could put in the lover zone and not the friend zone. What you need to do is wait for her to reach out to you. You do not reach out to her. You wait for her to reach out to you. And when she does, act indifferently. Don't be excited. Don't be all, oh my gosh, she finally reached out. You did this transformation for yourself. You didn't do it for her. I know right now maybe you want to do that because this is your whole world. You want to do everything you can to get this girl back. But along this journey, you're going to care about her less. You're going to get so much more confident. You're going to be dating other girls who are even better than she was. And you're actually going to care about her less. So it's actually going to be, at this point, easy to be kind of indifferent about her. The only acceptable way for you to get on a date with her is for her to ask you out. Make that very clear. You must not ask her out. You have to wait until she asks you out. You need to get her now pedestalizing and pursuing you. This is because your initial frame with this girl and her imprint of you was someone who pedestalized her. So we can do absolutely zero pedestalizing. Otherwise, it's going to put us back in that zone with her. When she asks you out, you must set the frame. Tell her, I'm not looking for any more friends. All right, have her understand this is not going to be a friendship thing. All right. If you guys hang out, it's going to be a date leading to romantic outcomes. Not no friend stuff anymore. You need to be upfront about it from the beginning. Do not do any of the old friendship talking, playing, flirting, teasing that you were doing before. You set the intentions before the date that this is not a friend thing, and then you don't text her until the date. You give her no attention until the date. On the date, you use your now seductive frame that you've learned through doing the evolved method and getting a full understanding of female nature. So now you understand. I don't even have to talk about this. I'll make videos on it. But your seductive frame instead of a friendly, nice guy frame, so that she builds attraction to you throughout the date. And it reconfirms to her that you are a man with abundance. You have other options. You transform. You're not the same nice guy that you were before anymore. And at this point, it's up to you what you want to do with her. You probably have this scar from her rejecting you, this extremely painful experience. It's your choice to even go with her on a date to begin with. You can reject her and just show that you've surpassed her so much in SMV that you don't even want to date her anymore. You don't even care about her anymore. If you do this, she will be extremely regretful that she passed up on the opportunity to snag you when she did. So if you want to get satisfaction from it in that way, you can. Or you can also go on the date with her, and then from there on, it's up to you to decide what type of relationship you want with her. That's going to be completely up to you. Understand that along the way, you will meet women who are better than her. Therefore, you will not have as much interest in her as you initially did in the beginning. Because in the beginning, she was your everything. Now, she's just another girl. And guess what? Even then, she's probably not going to instinctively respect you as much as a girl whose initial imprint of you was the fully evolved version of yourself. Her imprint of you was the guy who was simping and pedestalizing her. Now you transformed, but she still has that memory of you in the back of her head that she painted you as this guy. Whereas these new girls that you're dating after you evolved do not have that. So they fully respect you as a masculine man who they want their sons to be like from the beginning. No matter what you do or what you choose, understand that the ultimate trump card is that you do not care what happens with her anymore. All right. If you want to date her and she reciprocates the type of relationship that you want with her, cool. If she doesn't, Cool, because we're a man of abundance now. We have other options. We don't need her. That is the ultimate trump card, and that is why you failed in the beginning, and what led you to the friend zone in the first place was that you pedestalized her. She caught word that you and caught sense that you had no other options that were as good as her, and that you were obsessed with her, and that you cared so much about her in the beginning. And this caused her to have less attraction for you because you put her as above you, when she, in order to be attracted to you, due to her hypergamous instincts, need to view you as above her. So what you need to do in the future is you need to not let yourself get in the friend zone in the first place. If you're interested in a girl, you need to be a masculine man and go after what you want. Start moving forward towards setting up dates with her from the beginning. Ask her out from the beginning. Do not wait and pretend to be friends and play the long game. The long game is the most cringy thing you can do with a girl, and she knows what you're doing, and she's going to lose any respect or attraction she had to you if you do that. She wants you to be a man and go for what you want. Don't be shy. That's not attractive. So that is the 5-step plan of how to get out of the friend zone, guys. I guarantee if you implement this fully and you do the full evolve method in step 4 of the transformation process, you will get to the point where she will come back to you. Now, one thing that you probably don't understand now is that by that point, I promise you, you won't really care about her as much, guys. I know right now, if you're just coming off this rejection, you can't really fathom that. Only thing you care about is actually getting her to say yes to you, and you want her to say yes now. You need to be patient. As a man, what you have on your side is time. You have time to invest in a transformation, and time to become the best version of yourself, and time to reinvent this version of yourself, so she has to reevaluate whether you are attractive and in the lover zone or the friend zone or not, which is reevaluating whether you have abundance or not. And now, because you did step 5, which is to actually live a life of abundance and display it after you had your transformation and distance yourself from her in step 3 and 4, now she's going to be attracted to you. The friend zone is not escaped by trying to negotiate with her or convince her or try harder with her after she puts you in it. It is escaped by leaving it yourself. You choose to leave the friend zone. You transform. And when she sees you again, you're a guy who she can't resist but putting into the lover zone. And I promise you, by the time she does, guys, you probably won't even want her at all. Hope you guys internalize and take in all these truths and advice that I've given you in this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, drop them down below in the comments. If you fully agree with everything I'm saying, let me know. If you see this play out in real life, if you had experiences in the friend zone, please put in the comments, guys, and we'll respond to you. Other than that, as always, guys, like the video, subscribe for truth. Peace.